Hello and welcome to another tutorial by MasterCode Online. In this tutorial we're going to talk about pip. What is pip? Pip is the Python package installer. What it does is it allows us to easily install packages from PyPy, which is this site. Let's check it out first. Slide this over here. Now there's a site that handles all of Python's packages. python.org. All right, and what it does is, what it is a bunch of developers when they are a developer when he creates a new package for Python, they upload it here to PyPy, and then we can use it. So basically, it builds off Python's theory of don't repeat yourself, all right, or dry. So if you're following along in some of my tutorials, you see me use pip, and what pip is the Python package installer. Man, I'm having trouble talking today. So anyway, what a lot of people don't understand, since when we use pip, we just do like pip install a package, is that pip is actually really powerful. There's a lot more to it, and that's what we're going to go into in this tutorial. I'm going to explain to you a lot of things pip can do that some people don't even realize it can do. As you can see, there's 92,000 packages here in PyPy, which is a lot if you think about it. So anyway, let's get started. First thing we want to talk about is how do you get pip? Well, basically, pip comes installed in your system. If you have Python that's later than 2.7.9, or I believe Python 3.4, pip is already installed in your system. Now, if you don't have it and you don't want to upgrade Python, which I really don't know why you would do that, but if you have some kind of reasoning behind that, then you could just do type this code in: Python get -pip.py, and you can download pip that way. All right. I highly suggest you use pip to get your packages. Otherwise, you're going to have to download them yourself and put them in where they have to go. Another thing is, in the next tutorial, we're going to talk about virtual env, which is a virtual environment. I highly suggest that anytime you go to download a package, that you do it into a virtual environment versus into your main Python packages, because you never know what a package can do to your system. So you put it in the virtual environment. It won't interact with the rest of your Python projects, or if you're working with Django and your Django projects, or whatever you're working on. Try to keep your packages separate, and that way you have some kind of version control, and also you don't have anything interacting with each other. So that was just got sidetracked again, but it's important to know. Another thing is, since we were talking about installing it, since we don't have to install it if you have a newer version of Python, you may have to upgrade it. So first off, let's see what version of pip I have. So I'm going to do pip -- version. All right, and we'll see if I need to update. It comes up here. I got pip 8.1.2. Not sure if that's the most current version. So let's just see if we have to update it anyway. So to update it, you do pip install, and they call it upgrade. I call it update. But so it's pip install -U pip, and we can upgrade the proper term. We can upgrade our pip installation, and which the newest version of pip was 9.0.1, so I did have an outdated version. So I'm just going to go ahead and install the latest version of pip. And also, when pip is installed, it installs setup tools and wheel. Two things that Python needs to run. Setup tools basically helps set up the packages into Python. And wheel also helps with that. For you guys on Windows, if you need to upgrade pip, it would be something like this: Python -m pip -u capital U pip, just like that, and that should upgrade pip for you. So how do we install a package, for example? It's another thing, and you guys probably have seen this if you follow along with my tutorials. It's just simple. We do pip install the package name. So I'm just going to do virtual env, and it's going to install that. We're actually going to do this in the next tutorial, so if you just follow along here, you won't have to do it in the next tutorial. It says requirements already satisfied. Cool. Another thing, if you go to install a package, say you did pip install virtual env, and your pip version is out of date, you're going to get a little message after this, after install, or after the required has already been satisfied. You'll get a message that says pip's out of date, and it will tell you how to update it or upgrade it. How about if we wanted to install a specific version of a package? All right, so we could do something like this: pip install virtual env, and then do equal, and God, I think virtual env is like 15.01 right now, 0.1. So we're gonna do 15.00. Hit return. See what happens there. I think that's what it's at. So we'll do one version back. Now it's at 15.0.3. So I went 3 versions back. So I just installed one that's a couple versions back. So that's how we would install a specific version, using equal. All right. Since I don't want that, I'm going to go ahead and go pip install virtual env. And what this does is it installs the most current version. So it's going to go ahead and reinstall 15.0.3. Oh, I didn't spell install right. So pip install virtual env. So I want the most current version. Says it's very satisfied. So I got 2 versions of it now on my system. Anyway, we could also install let's see, the minimum package version. So it'd be something like this: pip install, and then in parentheses virtual env, the greater than symbol equal to, and then we do 15.0.1 if we want to install that one. Close out our parentheses, and if I ran that, it would install that. I do not want to install more virtual envs on my computer. But we can do, let's go ahead and uninstall the 15.0.0 version I did. So let's go ahead and do pip uninstall install virtual env equal to 15.0.0, and it will uninstall this version. Yes. Successfully uninstalled version of virtual env 15. Cool. Another thing we could do is, all right, where am I here on my computer? Let me CD back. CD back. This is some virtual environment that I had going on for the next tutorial, because I actually did the next tutorial before I did this tutorial. So I'm going to make a directory real quick. All right. Make their test. All right. And I'm going to CD into that test. Then I'm going to do a virtual environment. Don't worry too much what I'm doing right now. It's just oh, what happened there? Min test virtual env dog. Huh. Oh, I'm not spelling virtual right. Virtual env dog. Sorry about that. Huh. Well, that is not working for some reason. Virtual env dog. That's interesting. So what happened was when I uninstalled Virtual env, I completely uninstalled it off my computer. All right, back to what we're doing. Virtual env dog, creating a virtual environment called dog. And what I want, the reason I'm doing this is to show you how to use pip freeze to create a requirements text, which will return to us the required packages for our virtual environment or our environment we're working in. Once this is done, I'll be able to show that to you. I use this quite often in Django when I'm writing, building sites for clients. When I install a package, I gotta use pip freeze to before I upload their site to the server, so I can any packages that I have used, I can go ahead and include them in our package. So what I'm gonna do here is find a package to install. Of course, that's not gonna work. First off, let's activate our. I'm just going to activate my virtual environment. Sorry, it's taking a little bit longer. I was not prepared like usual. Hold on, I'm just trying to find a package that I can use. Can't see my other screen, so sorry. Let's try this. Alright, so we're activated. Let's try pip install pi insane. It's installing. PyInsane is just a Python library that accesses and uses image scanners. So it's not something we're going to use right now in the tutorial. I was just trying to find one that I've recently used. So as it's installing Pillow, which right here it's a required text or required package, and Pillow is a package that allows you to work with images, and then it also install PyInsane. Anyhow, all right. So now we created PyInsane. If I do pip freeze like this, and then the caret to the left with the mouth to the left, the greater than symbol, and then requirements dot text. This is going to create a file that for pip to use to install required packages. So now I got pip freeze requirements.text. If I can, let's just do it this way. Open my text editor. Don't worry about what's on my screen right now. I'm just going to open this file up real quick for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Desktop, test, dog, requirements text, open it up. And right here you see we got Pillow and PyInsane because that's the requirement text. So Pillow are the required packages for this environment that we created. So what it did was it said, all right, we need Pillow because PyInsane needs Pillow, and then PyInsane itself needs to be in here too, because if, say, for example, I was uploading this with a Django project, which I got over here going on, if I was uploading this, I would need to send those packages to the server as well. So this is what pip freeze does, and then when you install it, it's going to look for requirements.txt or whatever you call it. You can call it whatever you want, but then Pip's going to install it. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we do that. All right, we'll get rid of this crap here. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. So what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and pip uninstall Pi Insane, like that. We're just going to uninstall it real quick, and then we're going to tell pip to install our required text. Yes, uninstalled. It's been uninstalled. I'm going to clear my screen, move it back up to the top. Not make the... There we go. And then I'm going to do pip install -r requirements.text, and it's going to install my required packages. So it's collecting them, it's installing them, successfully installed Pi Insane. There you go. So that's how it all works. I'm sorry that took a little bit longer than it should have because I wasn't prepared. But hey, you learned something, right? Anyhow, what else do I want to show you? We can list out packages. We can see what packages we currently have installed in our environment. So I can do pip list, like that. And it's going to list out the packages we have in our environment. All right. Here's a little message: depreciation default format will be switched to columns in the future. Cool. So what's that going to look like? Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's do pip list -- format. Well, that's not how you spell format. And I believe it's columns. I think this is how it works. There you go. That's what it's going to eventually look like because it's being depreciated. All right, so so it's going to look like this: package, the version. So it's a little bit easier for us to read. All right, so you can see the not required packages. I'm sorry. The packages that were installed in our virtual environment here. We got Pillow, we got Pip, we got Pi Insane, Setup Tools, and Wheel. All right. How about we could list out outdated packages, which I don't think our packages should be outdated, but we can try it. Pip list -- outdated. And this will list out the outdated packages if we have any. Find out here in a second. No, we didn't have any. I think we could also do it shorthanded. So pip list out O for outdated. I think that would work as well. Yeah, it works. But since we don't have any, it's not going to show any. Next one we're going to do is, how about we list out packages that don't have any dependencies. So Pi Insane had Pillow as a dependency, all right? Because we need Pillow to interact with images in Python, and Pi Insane needed that as well with its package. So what we could do is, let's go ahead and do pip list -- not -- required, like that, and it's going to list out whatever packages are not a dependency of another package. So we get pip, it's not a dependency of another package. Pi Insane, it's not a dependency of another package. But we didn't get Pillow because Pillow is dependent, or Pi Insane is dependent on Pillow. So we didn't get Pillow. So that's, the only difference there. We can list out our packages in like a JSON format. JavaScript's drawing a blank right now, but that's what JSON stands for. JavaScript something. Drawing a blank, sorry. But anyway, let's go ahead and list it out like JSON. So we could do something like pip list -- format is equal to JSON, like that. And this will list it out in the JSON format, like basically looks like a list and a Python dictionary. That's why working with JSON with Python is so simple. Anyhow, we will get to a tutorial about that. Let's go ahead and look at another thing we can do with pip. We can look at the package details. This is going to kick out a lot of information, so bear with me. So I'm going to do pip show. Let's just do py and scene. I don't know why I keep wanting to put a C in there. But this is going to kick out some information. Actually, not as much as I thought it was going to. Virtual env kicks out a lot, but it gives us the name, the version, the pure Python, whatever the heck that says, well, implementation of the same API, the home page, the developer, his email, the license, the location on my computer, and what it requires. All right, so that's a cool way for you to look at your packages and say, all right, first off, how do I get support? Well, if you go to the home page, you're going to get some support. How about if you find a bug? Maybe you should shoot the developer a message and say, hey, dude, I found a problem here. What's it require? Can I get rid of pillow because I don't want pillow on in my environment? No, you can't because it's required. So it gives you a lot of information. So see, that's why knowing a lot about pip, it can make your life a lot easier. We can also search for packages via pip. So we can do something like, let's do a pip search images. I don't know what this is going to return. Just trying to think of something to search for. In my written tutorial, I did time, and it took forever. So here we go. These are all the packages that have images or have something to do with images. So let's go ahead and take a look. Kittens. Here's kittens. A means of sending friendly images of kittens to a target. I might want to play with that later. Let's see. Let's find another one. Is image. A module and scripts that analyze the whole mount in something hibernation images. I don't know what the hell that means. Anyhow, we can search through them. So then if you find one that you need to use or like to use, you can just grab the name over here by copying it and installing it into your system by doing pip install. And I didn't actually grab it, so let's go ahead. zbar. zbar. Import that. Let's see what happens. zbar reads barcodes from images or videos. That sounds pretty cool too. Might want to play with that one later. Anywho, it's going to install that. So if you guys have any questions, leave a comment on YouTube or yeah, let me know. I've failed the build. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial, which I already did, is virtual EMV. So see you guys then. Have a